I want to help you. I've got a great tip with our guinea pigs. We weigh them every single Sunday, and I've got 5 reasons why I think that you should weigh your guinea pigs. Let's give you those 5 reasons, and here is the first reason. Okay, the first reason, it is fun, okay, and it's an easy thing to do. Why is it fun? Because you get to hold your guinea pig, okay, and also why is it easy? Okay, it's easy because these scales are very, very cheap, okay. You can get them from certain retailers that might be online, and if you're really, really lucky, you can get, look, a lovely mixing bowl. And this has been used for like 6 years now, and this one has had all the cracks taped up. So it's history. How cool is that? Now,
well, it actually was my mixing bowl that I was making cakes with, and then one day I realised that Simon had been using it to weigh the guinea pigs, so I bought myself a new set of mixing bowls and I allowed Simon to have this.
it's a conversation piece. When you get a bowl, it's always washed. I think my wife has slightly exaggerated the situation. The guinea pigs were never weighed at the same time as cakes were being made.
No, they weren't.
It was always a cracked one, or it was one that I actually decided to use, and I informed my wife of that such fact. So the first reason is it's fun. We weigh ours every single Sunday, and it's a very, very straightforward and easy thing to do. And the other thing you need, you've got the bowl, the scales, you've got the guinea pig, and you then just need an exercise book. Dead easy. So there we are. That is the first of 5. Stardust, my great granddaughter, Storm. Hi, right, the second reason why it's great to do weighing of your guinea pigs is it's just really, really important when you get your guinea pigs, okay, they're probably generally going to be quite small, or you might have got from a rescue or from a breeder. So the first thing to do is to weigh them. Then you keep a record of it, and then over the weeks and months that follow, you can weigh them on a regular basis. Now you don't have to weigh them every single week, but even if you weigh them once a month and keep a record of that, you can then track your guinea pigs as they go from maybe a youth to an adult, and then you have an idea then of where their natural weight is, and also just making sure that every week, every month, their weight is steady or it's going up. So that is why we think that is top tip number 2. Let's figure out. There is moon dust. And there is Democritus. That's the boy. Female. Female. So we're just sticking in a bit of video in between our 5 top tips on weighing the guinea pigs. Look at him, isn't he happy? First time been out on the grass for about a week. And they are making great efforts to eat it all. Don't forget to follow our channel for lots more. Every subscription is much appreciated. Thank you. Now, the third reason of our 5 reasons why we think that you should weigh your guinea pigs on a regular basis is the weights changed throughout the year. Now, do you realise that in the summer, when your guinea pigs either go on the grass or they eat lots and lots of grass, their natural weight actually increases. So grass is very, very nutritious for them and really bulks them up. So in the summer months, our guinea pigs do go up. In the winter months, because they can't obviously go out on the grass, so in England where we are, their weights will just slightly come down a little bit. So if you weigh them on a regular basis, you will see and you will realise and recognise their natural winter weight and their summer weight. That is very, very important, especially with the number of guinea pigs that we have got. So that is the third reason why we think that you should weigh your guinea pigs. Now our fourth point on why we think you should weigh your guinea pigs on a regular basis is, let me see, a weight trend. What is their natural weight? Now, the fantastic Mercury here, she is our biggest guinea pig and we just weighed her today. And if you look in the description, you can see when we're recording this. But today, her weight was 1,459 grams. Now, that doesn't have to be exact. We don't weigh them at exactly the same time every single Sunday, nor do we weigh them after they've had a certain amount of food or anything like that. What we do is we weigh them just any time on the Sunday, and we keep a record of the date when we weigh them. So our camera lady will now just scan down the most recent page and you can see how we do it. So we have the names of all of our guinea pigs and who they live with, and then we have the weights here and the dates, and you see each week. So this is what takes me about 25 minutes. So I leave the family for about 25 minutes to do all these weights.
So you can see Honeyduke and Mercury are our heaviest two guinea pigs.
They certainly are.
And Luna is our lightest guinea pig.
She is, and you can also see that whilst these
They're all healthy natural weights.
They are.
None of them are, they are just their natural weights. It shows how much, just with girls, the weights can change, and boys usually end up much higher.
Let's have a look at this top one here with Honeyduke, Coco, Bella and Stripe. This is 4 generations. And you can see from that they're not all exactly the same weight. So Honeyduke and Coco, they are fully grown.
And they're both crazy furred.
Yeah.
So they do look quite similar, but they're quite different. Bella and Stripe are different, but Stripe is still 1,118. But she's still quite young. So she would naturally be. And sometimes as they get older, they can get a little lighter, can't they?
They can, and we will come on to that.
But it's about keeping a steady. They can go up steady and down steady, but it's just keeping a track of them.
And I think that is included on point 3, which is about their summer and winter weight. So
yeah,
there we are. So
summer and winter, you talked about having them on the grass, but you feed them vegetables the whole year round. So it isn't. But you're saying grass is more nutritious, and they put more weight on that than they do with carrots, broccoli, and all the other goodies you feed them.
I think if you add up the amount of grass that they eat on a regular basis when they're out on the grass, that is probably more than the carrots and broccoli and the other vegetables that we give them each morning or evening, and also the hay that they eat. So I think the grass they just put the weight on in that respect. So that is our 4th of 5 reasons about why we think you should weigh your guinea pigs. Now, the 5th reason as to why we think that you should weigh your guinea pigs on a regular basis is, this is the most important one. If you weigh them on a regular basis, you will notice on their weights if they are unwell. If you rely on looking at them to think they're unwell or to notice they're unwell, you will not spot it early enough. Guinea pigs are amazing creatures, but they also hide illness very, very well. Now, they can be ill and they can pass away very, very quickly. But over a longer illness, you will not notice it if they are not weighed on a regular basis. So if you have a guinea pig that you sort of think, oh, has it lost weight? I'm not sure. Unless you're with that guinea pig for hours in a day, you will not know that guinea pig looks different. You will just look at your guinea pig and think, no, she looks fine, or he looks fine. But actually, if you weigh your guinea pigs on a regular basis, like we do, like you've noticed on the previous point, you will see a trend. Now, if your guinea pig drops 10% in 1 week, then there is an issue. And if they do drop weight, that's not a problem. You can see that they drop and then they'll go back up. It's not a problem. That's caused by various reasons. Diet, it can be the weather, it can be who they're in with.
They could just get a little cold and be better the next week. It doesn't have to be anything long-term or scary.
Absolutely. Also, when you get your guinea pigs, if you weigh them on day one, I guarantee that after 7 days you weigh them, they will have dropped their weight because they just need to adjust in their surroundings. But once you get into week 2, week 3, week 4, their weight will just go up and their weight will then become a natural weight. This is what we found, and this is what we want to share with you all. So certainly guinea pigs are very good at hiding issues, and if you weigh them, you can then even get an early indication that something may not be well with them, and you can then check their teeth and you can check them all over. So I think that's really, really important.
Or if there's any changes in the environment that might be causing them anxiety, other new pets, another guinea pig in with them that they're not getting on with, a cat or a dog that's constantly walking past that's making them nervous. It could be anything.
It could be a fox. It could be absolutely
we do
anything.
have a fox coming through, don't we?
We do occasionally. Yes, so that is point number 5 as to why we think you should, but don't stop. Because we have more to come. We've got more to come, so don't stop. So,
I'm not going to stop because we're going to show everyone how you weigh the guinea pigs.
We certainly are. So that's point 4.
Don't run off, sweetie.
But you stay with us for a couple of extra bits. Hello. I think that's honeydew. It's full. That'll be better. Right, now, how do we weigh the guinea pigs? Now, you might think, well, that's an easy question. It should be a simple answer. Okay, so what we do is we pick the guinea pigs up, maybe in twos. We put them into a carry box and then we bring them into the kitchen generally, because outside it's a bit windy. So in the kitchen, on the table, and we've got our cake making. No, it's not. it's a battered old box, but it's got history, which is great. And then we've got our little weighing scales, and all we do is we just put each guinea pig in turn on the scales. Now Mercury, she always sits like this.
She has a little peep out, doesn't she? She's so cute.
Always sits like that. None of the others do it, and it's probably because she's quite big, but she always does that. So every Sunday, without fail,
hey cutie,
she sits like that. She sits like that without fail, and she never tries to jump out, but that's how she stands.
But she will today. Just. Now, what do you do when? I know. How do you weigh them when they are pregnant? Because you can't get them when they're really big in the bowl, and you don't want to hurt them. So, what do you do then?
Right. So, the other 2 points is when they are pregnant. What we do is obviously we do have the occasional litter of babies, and we weigh our guinea pigs that are with the dads. We weigh them every single week. So when their weight starts to go up, if we see that they've gone up by 60 grams, we know that they are probably pregnant. Now, we will still put them into that bowl until they really can't go into that bowl. And then what we do is we put a plate on top, and then we zero it off on the control thing. So it's actually straightforward. And the key is not to stress the mums to be up. You keep it just very simple, very relaxed.
So So
and chilled
why
out.
do you weigh them for pregnancy?
Okay, one of the reasons we want to weigh them for pregnancy is we want them to stay with guinea pigs that they actually are comfortable with. Now, obviously, we don't want them to stay with dad. So dad is not to stay in with a pregnant mum. But likewise, we want to try and guess or work out when mum is going to have her babies. Now, we know by feel that she will have them when you can actually really feel the babies inside. But also we want to have a rough estimation of dates on delivery, and we can get that because we've got historical records of the weights. Now, obviously, they have different numbers of guinea pigs, they have different numbers of babies, they have the starting weight, it can be different, everything. But if you have an idea, it does help. So it's everything, every little bit of advantage you've got is actually very, very helpful. Now with Mercury, she only had one. She had Storm, so we didn't have she actually benefit from that. But you were saying,
yeah, we didn't benefit because she's such a big piggy.
yes,
That we didn't notice with the weight of only one inside.
No.
But some of them can have 5 or 6, and
They
you
can.
certainly notice. But the weighing, oh, how cute is she?
There we are.
The weighing is
that's worth a like.
the weighing is the way you know that they're pregnant before
Yes.
anything else, isn't it?
Yes, visually you don't know, but if you weigh them, and if I see a jump of 60 or 70 grams in 1 week, I know that they're pregnant. So if they're with a male, if the male goes up 60 or 70 grams, that's slightly different. You know, he's definitely not pregnant. But that is what the way that we know, because if you looked at them, you wouldn't have a clue they were
She's
pregnant
such a fidget today, isn't she?
until they were quite late. I think she wants to go back on the grass.
I think she wants to go. But she's like, we haven't been out for days. It's been raining all week. She's like, it's the first time I've been out on the grass, and you've pulled me in. And actually, look at all that nutritious grass that all my friends are eating.
But the reason she's in the bowl is because she's actually really, 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 really good. So the other reason is once they've had the babies, again, we weigh them. And we weigh the babies. If we can, we weigh them on day 1. So when they're born, we weigh them, and then we can roughly identify them by what they look like. We can write a little note like black mark on the nose, or dark ears, or grey stripe on the back, and then we weigh those baby guinea pigs every single Sunday. So you can again see the upward trend of the babies. Now, when we do occasionally have available guinea pigs, our guinea pigs go at 6 weeks. At over 400 grams. So again, by weighing them, we know that they're healthy and they're fine. Now, boy guinea pigs will always be heavier than girl guinea pigs. It's the same with the babies as well. So we will come on to that at a later point with a later video. So that is, I think, a good little way of summarising why you think you should weigh the guinea pigs. So hopefully that video that we're just putting together now is of interest and of use to you. What else would you like to add?
So weigh your guinea pigs to check they're healthy and happy, and to help you be the best owner you can. Even if you don't do it once a week like Simon, if you did it once a fortnight with 1 or 2, if you're 1 or 2 piggies, and then it just means that you are in control and know what's happening with them, when to seek advice.
You might change their diet, you might change the food that they eat, and you might notice that they've gone off their food. Again, visually, it's very, very difficult to notice that they've gone down in weight.
Especially the crazy fur.
Yes, if they've got fur that goes everywhere.
They're really hard to spot, aren't they?
So,
hello, darling.
I think with that, we've given you 5 great reasons and a couple of bonus reasons as to why we think you should weigh your guinea pigs. It's not expensive to get the scales and to get a bowl and to get a little book. And I think it's beneficial, and we would highly recommend it. I've done this for about 5 years of every week weighing the guinea pigs, 5.5 years now. But also when I had guinea pigs the first time, I weighed them probably for about 5 or 6 years every single week. So it's really, really great tip. So please, people do it, and we would strongly advise that you do it as well. So we hope this video, don't we, has been of use,
Yes.
of interest, and if you've enjoyed it, do like, do subscribe, do share, and above all,
I'm just going to prove
enjoy.
something.
Yeah. Yes. Lots and lots.
This is not the first book.
Look at that. Well, that's the most recent one, but yes, there we are. So me and Mercury signing off.
Like
Thank
and
you.
subscribe.